Day after day, does your house still feel like a battlefield, even though you've cleaned it a million times? If you're dealing with this, don't skip this video. Today we're going to take a look at some of the small things that are secretly causing all the clutter in your home, things we often overlook. I'll also share a few super simple tips that'll help you get your space organized without spending too much time on it. A tidy home can really help you feel more relaxed, comfortable, and it's a huge stress reliever. I'm confident that after watching this video, you'll have a few new habits that will make your living space feel a lot easier to breathe in and way more comfortable. Before we dive in, I've got to ask, do you find yourself struggling with clutter around the house? Let me know in the comments. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so we can dive into even more awesome tips together. Let's get started. So the first thing causing clutter in your kitchen today is probably leaving your dishes and cooking stuff all over the place after you're done. I'm sure we've all been there. After a nice meal, you just want to relax and not think about cleaning, right? Instead of cleaning up right away, you leave the plates, pots, and pans on the counter or stove thinking, I'll get to it later. But then the next morning you walk into the kitchen and surprise, there's a whole pile of dirty dishes waiting for you. Not exactly the best way to start your day. One thing I've started doing that really helps is cleaning up right after eating. It doesn't take that long. Just wash the easy stuff first. There's like the plates, cups, or silverware. You can leave the pots and pans for later if you need. This way the mess doesn't pile up and your kitchen feels a lot less cramped. If you have a dishwasher, use it. Just throw the dishes in, press a button, and you're done. It's so much easier, especially when you're tired after a meal. If you don't have a dishwasher, try to clean as you cook. While the food's cooking, clean a few things here and there. That way, there's way less to do after you eat. Another tip is to break the cleaning into small tasks. Don't try to do everything at once. Start with the easy stuff, then tackle the bigger stuff later. It makes it feel a lot less overwhelming. Cleaning up right after a meal might seem like a small thing, but it really helps save time and keeps your space feeling nice and tidy. Give it a try, and I bet you'll notice a difference. Another common culprit for clutter in your home is your fridge and pantry. How many times have you opened the fridge only to find it packed with things you forgot were there, or worse, bought duplicates of items you already have? I've definitely done it more times than I care to admit. You buy groceries, shove everything inside, and then a week later you find expired food or realize you have 5 bottles of mustard. It happens to the best of us. The real problem here is not checking your fridge or pantry before you go grocery shopping. It sounds simple, but it can really help. I've started making it a habit to take a quick peek inside before I hit the store. This way, I know exactly what I need and what I already have, so I avoid buying more of what's already there. Trust me, it saves you time, money, and a lot of frustration when you're not trying to squeeze that extra jar of pickles into an already full fridge. Another tip that's worked for me is cleaning out the fridge and pantry regularly. It doesn't have to be a big ordeal, just once every week or two, I quickly go through and toss anything that's expired or that I know I won't use. It's so satisfying to clear out the old stuff and make space for fresh ingredients. If you find yourself with extra food that you just don't need, consider donating it. You'd be surprised how many food banks or local organizations accept unopened, non-perishable food. It's a great way to avoid waste and help others at the same time. A tidy fridge and pantry not only make your kitchen look better, but it also makes cooking so much easier. You won't waste time searching for things, and meal prep becomes way faster when you know exactly what you have. A little organization goes a long way in keeping things running smoothly in the kitchen. Another big source of clutter in our homes is paper, whether it's mail kids' schoolwork or just random documents we never get around to sorting. I don't know about you, but I've definitely let paper pile up more than once. You get a stack of mail, and instead of dealing with it right away, you throw it on the counter, telling yourself you'll go through it later. The next thing you know, you've got a mountain of paper everywhere. One simple trick that's helped me a lot is sorting through paper as soon as it comes in. I know it's tempting to just toss everything into a pile, but trust me, taking just a few minutes to go through it as soon as it arrives makes a huge difference. When the mail comes, I'll quickly toss out anything that's junk and keep the important stuff in a designated spot. For bills or documents that require action, I try to deal with them right away, either paying them, filing them, or scheduling a time to take care of them. If you've got a lot of kids' schoolwork piling up, that can be a real challenge. Create a filing system for their work. Not everything needs to be saved, but instead of letting papers pile up, I've started keeping a folder for each kid where I can store important work or things they want to keep. Every few weeks, I go through and toss anything that's no longer needed. It keeps the clutter down while still holding on to those special memories. One more tip is to go paperless whenever possible. Many bills, statements, and receipts can now be handled online. I switched to e-billing and have noticed a big reduction in the paper that comes through the door. If you do still get a lot of paper mail, setting up a small space, like a filing box or a drawer for to-do papers, can help keep things organized and prevent the clutter from taking over. By staying on top of paper clutter, you can avoid those overwhelming piles and keep your home feeling more organized and less chaotic. It really just takes a few minutes of your time each day. Now, if you're looking for easy steps to declutter your entire home, stay tuned for the next video. I'll walk you through simple and practical tips that will help you clear out the clutter from every room in your house without feeling overwhelmed. You'll be able to create a more organized, calm, and inviting space in no time. Now let's move on to the next culprit causing clutter in your home. Stay tuned to find out what it is and how to fix it. One of the most common sources of clutter in homes with kids is toys scattered everywhere. If you're a parent, you've probably walked into a room and stepped on a Lego or tripped over a stuffed animal. It can feel like the toys just multiply overnight. I know I've had days where I spend hours picking up toys only for them to be all over the place, again in no time. So what's the solution? Make cleanup a daily habit. I found that if we do a quick toy pickup before bed, it makes a huge difference. I get my kids involved by turning it into a game, like who can put the most toys in the toy box in 5 minutes. It's a fun way to get them involved, and it saves time in the long run. Another trick that works for us is having a designated place for toys. We have baskets, bins, and shelves in every room where the kids play. This way they always know where to put things back. And when everything has its own spot, it's much easier to keep the mess contained. If you don't have a lot of storage space, consider using underbed storage or wall-mounted shelves to keep toys organized and off the floor. And let's be honest, sometimes there's just too many toys. Regularly go through and donate or toss unused toys. Not only will it clear up space, but it also teaches kids the value of giving away things they don't need anymore. By creating a simple cleanup routine and setting up storage solutions, you can keep the toy clutter from taking over your home and make playtime a lot more enjoyable for everyone. Next, let's talk about laundry procrastination. We've all been there, right? You finish a load of laundry, and instead of folding it right away, you leave it in the basket or on the couch planning to get to it later. But later never seems to come, and suddenly you're looking at a mountain of wrinkled clothes that you now have to deal with. I know I've spent way too many mornings digging through a laundry pile just to find a pair of socks. The key here is don't wait until the last minute. I found that if I fold and put away clothes the same day they come out of the dryer, it makes such a difference. It sounds simple, but it saves so much time in the long run. If you're short on time, try folding one load at a time while you're watching TV or listening to music. It won't feel like such a big task, and the clothes won't have time to pile up. Another tip is to set a timer. Sometimes we put off folding laundry because it feels like a never-ending chore. But if you set a timer for just 10 to 15 minutes to fold what you can, you'd be surprised at how quickly you can get through it. Plus, once you start, it's easier to keep going. And let's face it, laundry doesn't just stop with folding. If you don't put it away right away, it just creates another mess. I've started taking the extra few minutes to put everything in its place, whether it's in drawers or hanging up in the closet. It might feel like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in keeping my space tidy. So next time you finish a load of laundry, try to fold and put it away right away. You'll feel so much better when your laundry doesn't pile up. Let's move on to the next thing on our list: shoes that are never put away properly. How many times have you tripped over shoes by the door or found them in the middle of the hallway? I'm sure we've all been there. You come home, take off your shoes, and before you know it, they're left lying around the house. It's one of those small things that can really add up and make your home look more cluttered than it needs to be. A simple solution is to create a designated spot for shoes right by the door, whether it's a shoe rack, a bench with storage, or just a basket. The idea is to make it a habit to always put your shoes in that spot as soon as you walk in. If you make it easy and convenient, everyone in the house is more likely to follow suit, and that can seriously cut down on the mess. If space is limited by the door, try using underbed storage or over-the-door organizers to keep shoes neat and out of sight. That way, you still have easy access to your shoes without them taking over your space. And let's face it, we all have shoes that we never wear. Take a few minutes every couple of months to go through your collection and donate or toss the shoes you don't need anymore. It'll free up space and make it easier to keep the ones you actually wear organized. By creating a system for storing shoes and sticking to it, your home will feel a lot tidier and you won't have to deal with shoe clutter anymore. Next up, let's talk about bags and backpacks lying around the house. If you're anything like me, you probably come home, toss your purse, backpack, or diaper bag on the nearest surface and think nothing of it. Before you know it, you've got bags everywhere on the couch, the kitchen table, or even the floor by the door. It's a small habit that quickly turns into a big mess. A simple solution is to set up a designated spot for your bags. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just to hook a small table or a shelf near the door where everyone can drop their bags when they come inside. Having a specific place for your bags makes it so much easier to keep them organized, and you won't have to worry about them piling up. If you don't have a lot of space by the door, consider adding a basket or storage bin where you can stash bags out of sight. You could also invest in a wall hook to keep things off the floor or a small entryway bench with storage to keep everything in one place. Also, if you find that you've accumulated bags you don't use anymore, take a moment to go through them every so often. Donate the ones you don't need to free up space and keep things organized. By making a habit of storing your bags in one place, your space will feel less cluttered, and it'll be so much easier to find what you need when you're heading out the door. A quick change like this can make a big difference in how tidy your home feels. Let's move on to the next item on our list, blankets and pillows that aren't neatly arranged every morning. I don't know about you, but there's something about walking into a room and seeing an unmade bed that makes the whole space feel messy, even if the rest of the room is clean. I've definitely had mornings where I'm in a rush and just leave the bed as it is, telling myself I'll make it later. But the truth is, once the day gets going, that bed remains untouched. And by the time I get back to it, it feels like a bigger task than it actually is. A quick fix is to make your bed first thing every morning. It doesn't take long, and honestly, it sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. I try to spend just a couple of minutes straightening up the blankets, fluffing the pillows, and pulling the comforter into place. It instantly makes the room look more put together and feels like a small win right at the start of the day. If you're not into making your bed perfectly, that's okay. Even just pulling the covers up so they're not bunched up can make a huge difference in how tidy your room feels. And for the pillows, fluffing them just takes a few seconds, but adds so much to the overall appearance of the bed. This small habit can really change the way your bedroom feels. When the bed is made, the room feels more organized, and you'll likely feel more relaxed and productive throughout the day. It's a simple fix that doesn't take much time, but really helps set the tone for a less cluttered, more peaceful space. Next, let's talk about a messy beauty area. You know, that cluttered spot with makeup, hair products, and skincare items scattered all over your vanity or bathroom counter. I've definitely been guilty of leaving everything out after getting ready. Sometimes it feels easier to just leave things where they are rather than put everything back, especially when you're running late. But a messy vanity can make the whole room feel chaotic, even if the rest of the space is neat. A simple solution is to create a system for your beauty products. First, try organizing your makeup and skincare into categories like face, mouths, eyes, and lips. This way, everything has its place. Use small containers, drawers, or even a tray to keep things grouped together and off the counter. If you don't have a lot of space, a wall-mounted organizer or hanging storage can free up counter space, while keeping your products within easy reach. Another tip is to clean up at the end of each day. After you finish using a product, put it back where it belongs. It might seem like an extra step, but it's so much easier than having to tackle a huge mess at the end of the week. You'll feel much more relaxed and organized when your beauty area is neat and tidy. By setting up a simple organizational system and sticking to it, you'll keep your vanity clutter-free and your space feeling calmer. It doesn't take long, and the payoff is worth it. Finally, let's talk about clutter in the hallway or stairway. This is one of those areas that can easily get messy without you realizing it. Shoes, bags, jackets, or random items just seem to pile up in these high traffic spots, and before you know it, the hallway or stairs are cluttered. It's especially frustrating because this is the first thing you see when you walk into your home. A quick fix is to create a dedicated space for things that tend to pile up. If your hallway has room, add a small bench with storage underneath for shoes or bags. You could also use a coat rack or hooks on the wall for jackets and hats. This way, everything has a place and won't end up on the floor or stairs. If space is tight, try using wall-mounted shelves or over-the-door organizers to keep things organized. These can hold shoes, keys, or even small items like scarves and gloves without taking up much room. Another great habit is to pick up as you go. Whenever you walk through the hallway or up the stairs, take a second to put away any stray items you see. It only takes a moment, but it keeps everything looking neat. By being mindful of this space and creating simple storage solutions, you'll keep your entryway or stairs from becoming a clutter hotspot. It's an easy way to make the first part of your home feel more organized and welcoming. So to wrap things up, we've covered a few common sources of clutter in your home, like leaving dishes out, dealing with shoe piles, messy beauty areas, and more. These small habits, when left unchecked, can quickly make your space feel chaotic. But with just a little effort each day, you can keep things neat and organized without spending hours cleaning. Next time, we'll dive into easy steps to declutter your home. I'll share simple, actionable tips that will help you clear out the mess and create a more organized space without feeling overwhelmed. It's going to be all about making decluttering easy and stress-free. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips and tricks to make your home a happier, tidier place. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.